Welcome to the channel. This is the Forever Athlete Movement. If you don't know what that is, we are a community of former athletes, but really badass athletes that are forever athletes. So here is what we're doing today. I'm going to take you through a full full body workout. So if you watched my YouTube video from last week, or if this is like 3 years from now and I don't know when I posted that, maybe you can find it somewhere. I posted how to create a full body workout. So now I'm going to take you through a full body workout. We're going to hit those 5 points: the push, pull, hip, knee, but we're not going to hit core. You can hit that by yourself. So let's do it. Hey. So for our warm-up, we're going to do 3 different exercises. We're going to work our shoulders, our glutes, and we're going to do something explosive just to get us ready for this workout. The first one, we're going to do shoulder rotations. So you're going to grab 2 plates or 2 dumbbells, and you're going to hold them like this at 90 degrees, keeping your shoulder blades nice and tucked, core tight. All you're going to do is rotate up and then down, and you're just going to do 10 reps of these, okay? So once you're done with that, we are going to grab a band, and you are going to put it around your knees. You can hold onto something, and we're going to do hydrants out diagonally. I don't want you to go directly out to the side. I also don't want you to go back. We're just going to hit that angle diagonally here. If you don't have a band, you don't have to use a band, but if you have a band, you can put it around your knees, and we're going to do 10 on each side. And then we're just going to get our heart rate up a little bit, and we're going to do jumping jacks, and we're going to do 30 reps on jumping jacks. So 10 on the shoulder rotations, 10 on the hydrants, and then 30 on the jumping jacks. For our first working set, we're going to do a squat. So we're going to work heavy today, and it's going to be 4 sets. Before we do that, we're going to do a warm-up, which I will explain. So our working set. The first set that we're gonna do, you're gonna put on pretty heavy weight. So if you know your 1 rep max, we're working at 90% of that. And if you don't know your 1 rep max, I want you to put enough weight where it's like you can shoot for like 5 reps. So with that weight that you put on, I want you to bang out as many reps as you can, okay? Once we get that working set, we're gonna go into pause reps. And what we're gonna do is grab that same load, and you're going to squat down. You're gonna hold for 5 seconds here at the bottom, and then you're gonna come up and just rack it. So the first set is gonna be an AMRAP, as many reps as possible with that heavy weight, shooting for like about 5 reps. I don't really want anything higher than that. And then the next 3 sets are gonna be the pause reps. So 1 rep, hold 5 seconds at the bottom. To get started, we're just gonna do 2 warm-up sets, so you can put a lighter weight. So I'm gonna start here. You're going to grab the bar under, right, nice and tight here, using your core. Right, you're going to use your legs to stand up, and remember, you're sitting back into your hips. Right, make sure you're not shifting forward, make sure your knees are not caving in, and you're just gonna bang out a couple reps, get nice and low. All right, I'm going to do 6 reps here for my first warm-up set. I think that was 4, 5, 6, perfect. Make sure you are sitting back. Your heels do not come off the ground. You are not shifting forward this way. Let's do it. This is gonna be our second warm-up set. So now I'm putting a much heavier weight just to get used to that weight. And I really am just gonna do like 1 to 2 reps depending on how I'm feeling. Right, so usually I just go for the 1 rep, right, just to feel out the weight, get used to it, nice and low, and then drive up. Yeah, we're good there. And then we'll get started on our working sets. Okay, this is going to be our first working set. So again, you're putting that heavy load, about 90% of your 1 rep max, or something that you can shoot for about 5 reps, okay? And you're gonna get as many quality reps as you can. So let's do this. Holy shit. So for our next 3 sets, we're gonna do pause reps. So you're gonna grab it, and we're gonna do 5 seconds here at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're actually counting it out. What I want you to focus on is I don't want you to just kind of sit into your hip flexors. when you're down at the bottom, I want you to act as if you're driving up. So I want you to like engage all of this. So you're active at the bottom and not just kind of holding here, right? Active at the bottom, squeeze all of this. You're gonna hold for 5 seconds. You're gonna drive up and you're gonna rack it up. So it's only gonna be that 1 rep. Quick tip just for your breathing, before you go down, I want you to take a big deep breath. So like in, and then you're going to hold it, right? So hold your breath here at the bottom so you're keeping tension, and then on the way up you can let that air out. Next exercise, we are doing barbell good mornings. If you don't feel comfortable doing these, you can go ahead and do RDLs, because I know they are difficult, but they're similar concept just in the way that you hold or load the bar. So we're gonna put the barbell on our back, and what you're gonna do is hinge your hips back. You're gonna keep your knees slightly bent, and this is the most important part. You have to drive your hips forward. If you lift with your back, you're going to feel it on your back. So keep that core nice and tight, hinge your hips back, and drive your hips forward, so squeezing here, okay? Now, with this, I find that sometimes it's better to go lighter in your weight so that you can really feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings. If you go too heavy, it doesn't feel as good. So try to find a good amount of weight, and we're gonna do 3 sets of it. So far we've focused on our lower body, and we've hit that knee and that hip movement. And now we're gonna use that push movement. So again, we are hitting the 5, which we're not doing core today, but we're doing push, pull, hip, knee, and then you can do core. So push, we're gonna do a bench. We've done knee, we're gonna do pull, you'll see it next, and then we've done hip. So we're gonna do a bench press. How you should line yourself up. Basically, with these ridges here, I want you to line up your thumb, right? And then you're gonna close from here. So that's how far you should be from the bar. So line up the tip of your thumb with the ridges, close from there. And then I want you to scoop your shoulder blades down. So you're not just kind of laying here, you're scooped. So you're almost like creating an arch. All right, so once you pick up that bar, so notice my shoulder blades are scooped down and they are tight together. So engage your back. That is a common mistake that people don't do. And you're just gonna come down and then drive up. So our rep scheme is going to be 5 sets of 1, and we're gonna do a 1 second pause at the bottom. So 1 second and then drive up, and that is all we are doing. However, I'm gonna give you a little bit of freedom here. The reason that we are doing this is because we've been benching 3 times this week. So if you don't wanna do a 1 second pause for just 1 rep, you can change it, do 3 sets of 8. But just hit the bench press so you're hitting that push movement. So let's do it. So for our pull movement, we're gonna do lat pull downs, and we're gonna do pause reps here. So we're gonna do a double pause, okay? Just to walk you through the form, I want you to get a nice big stretch here at the top, right? So my lats are stretched out, and then when you're coming down, I want you to engage your lats, right? That's a common mistake that people don't do. They don't engage here, so they're like cranking out their shoulders, right? So I want you to engage and then pull down. All right, so since we're doing a double pause, you're going to pause at the top for 1 second, and then bring it down and pause at the bottom for 1 second. All right, you'll keep doing that, pause, and then pause. All right, big stretch at the top, and we're gonna do 3 sets of 6, double pause on every single rep. 2 exercises left. So we've already hit push, pull, hip, knee, and obviously we're not doing core. Push being the bench press, pull being the lat pull down, knee being the squat, and then hip being the good morning. We are gonna track back, and we're gonna do another knee exercise. So it's gonna be a step up. You can hold the weight here. This is gonna be a high box step up. The reason that we're doing high box is because we want to hit more of our glute on this movement. If you get a little bit more range here at the bottom, you'll hit more of that glute. So you're just gonna step up from here and then come down. I don't want you to push off significantly with that bottom foot. So try to use that top foot as much as possible. put the pressure on your knee, lower nice and slowly, and we are gonna do 2 sets of 10 on each side. And again, try not to like hinge up with your hip. Try to stay as controlled as possible. And then for the height, this is a good height, right around above your knee, just so you can get that extra range. You don't want to be so low here. So try to see what you're working with. We're doing 2 sets of 10. Last exercise, this is going to go part of the pull. We're just going to do some isolation work for our rear delts and our back, so hitting more of that back and that shoulder, right? So on anything bent over, you want to always hip hinge. So my knees are slightly bent, so keep the pressure on your hamstrings and on your glutes. So I want you to like actively feel them. So, right, as if you were driving up. So feel that stretch on your hamstrings, on your glutes. And then from here, you're going to hold the dumbbells just like this. My palms are facing me, and then I'm going to squeeze like a T. Right, so you should be getting a nice squeeze on your back. And again, keep the tension here. Do not keep the tension on your back. You should not feel this on your lower back. All right, we're going to do 3 sets of 12 reps. All right, we are all set. I am in my car already because, you know, mass situation, it's a lot easier in here. But thank you so much for joining me for this workout. A couple things before you leave or continue your workout. Again, we did not do core, so you can choose to do core or do a finisher or do whatever you want towards the end of that workout. If you want to walk, I just walked for 20 minutes. I usually start my workout with a 10-minute walk as well. So you can choose to do that if you want. Now, the most important things I want you to focus on here is notice that we didn't do like a million things. We didn't even touch the machines. For the most part, we only use barbells and dumbbells. And really, you don't have to use the machines in the bulk of the gym. And for the most part, a lot of people are just using too much of that, and you're doing too much, and you're doing like a million exercises for every single body part, and that's just not necessary. Now, to give you a little bit of background, I am training full body 3 times a week right now, so this workout is very highly dependent on the other 2 workouts, and they work together as a week. I will get into that. Let me know in the comments if you want me to talk more about how I structure my week, but very simple, 5 exercises, hitting push, pull, hip, knee, and core. That is what I want you to focus on every single time that you do a full body workout. I want you to be like walking into the gym, push, pull, hip, knee, core, push, pull, hip, knee, core. Now, other days you can do more of hip, more of knee. As we did today, we did double of knee, double of pull. So it really depends on your goals and how you structure your week. But now I am ranting. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. What the fuck are you doing here if you haven't subscribed yet? Give me a like if you liked it. And most importantly, if you did this workout, honestly, let me know, and let me know how it went for you. That is my favorite. I love hearing from you. I love hearing how it went. Give me some feedback. What can I improve? What can I give you more of? And like it so that I can give you more. Maybe I'll be like a freaking YouTuber one day and pass on my 5 likes. But like it so that we can progress, and then I can give you so much more. That is my goal. I want to give you as much as I can, help you learn, help you progress, help you be a badass forever freaking athlete. Thank you so much. I will catch you next time. Peace out.